Good morning. This is Smadar, and I'm here today to talk about joy. And if you've been following my, if you've been part of the communities and you've been following my posts and you've been opening up the newsletters, you'll know that this month is about giving blessings and about joy. And I'll explain it just a little bit because I've been talking about it a lot, and I want to have time to pull a card for you. So this month, August is my birthday month. My birthday is on the last day of the month, and in my culture, it is custom to give out blessings on your birthday because it is said that on your birthday, your blessings hold more power. So I love this custom, and on my birthday, I'm always give out as many blessings as I can. But this month I was inspired by a jasper stone. The stone you're seeing right now is not it, obviously, or maybe it's not obvious. It's a metamorphosis quartz crystal, and it was singing this morning just before I came to read this card. It wanted to be part of the reading, and metamorphosis quartz, any kind of misty, magical quartz, is among my favorites, if I can say that, because I can't, because I love them all. But the mistiness, it seems counterintuitive, but the mistiness in that haze is where you find truth. It's when you can let go of what you think you know and open up to what is actually there. And that's where the truth lies. And these stones are, they are amazing. I get a little tongue-tied when I start talking about the crystals because there's so much to say about them. But the metamorphosis quartz and the misty girasol quartz and the opal that doesn't have fire, the opalescent stones, those are the ones that I always go to when I'm looking to see more clearly, and when I'm drawing on divination, when I'm looking for answers and clarity. And again, it seems counterintuitive because they're misty, and you might think that to get real clarity, you might want to go to the clearest crystals you can get. And honestly, you can find wisdom and clarity with any of the crystals because that's kind of their essence. But these are the ones that I personally am drawn to for things like that. And I'm bringing crystals into this here. Not that I don't bring crystals into my healing group and my wellness group, but because this message of joy, the stone that holds joy, is connected to, well, it's not just the stone. So this month and this giving of joy and this giving away of blessings and this giving away of gifts and this giving away of joy, because joy is being given away at the end of the month, and I've put out information, and you can get in touch with me if you want to know about that. They're all kind of connected. They're connected, all my communities, I have 3 communities, and they're all crossing over this month. So you'll see me posting stuff crystals from my crystal community, on my wellness community, and my groups, my guided journeys, and my groups from Symbaya will be connected to my crystals. They're all crossing over this month. It's kind of fun, actually. It was unexpected, and it's kind of fun because it's helping me to see the thread that ties all my communities together, and that they're not as different as they can seem to be. And again, that's another reflection of this stone and how things are not what they appear to be. And sometimes you have to look beyond what's obvious. So today I want to pull a card for you and talk a little bit about joy. And I'm going to shuffle while I talk. And the way I choose cards, and if I was more adept with the tech, I would let you see me push. I would let you see me shuffle. But basically what I do when I pull a card is I let the card show itself. So I will shuffle until a card sticks out or pops out or jumps out. A lot of times they really jump out of the deck. And it takes patience to do it this way, because sometimes you have to shuffle for a while before, oh, and there it is. And there it goes. And this says, I am loving the energy of the universe. That's a beautiful card. Gorgeous card. These this card, I should mention, this card is from The Universe Has Your Back. I'll show you. By Gabrielle Bernstein. And artwork by Michaela Ezra. The artwork is stunning. The words are beautiful. I love this deck. And it's a beautiful deck to pick from when you're trying to connect to joy. And loving the energy of the universe, how does that connect to joy? I mean, there's an obvious way, right? Because joy is sometimes a choice. I'm not going to say sometimes. I'm going to say it is a choice. And it might ruffle a few feathers, because joy, it depends on how you see joy. So let me tell you my definition of joy. So joy is a state of being, and it has nothing to do with what your physical experience is. It's what you're holding in your heart and in your essence. So that means when things come up that cause you to feel hurt and upset and unwell and angry and isolated, and I mean, I could go on. There's a lot of energies that we might not associate with joy. we might think that joy is more appropriately connected to feelings of love and feelings of happiness, and when things are going great for us, we can feel what a lot of us might call joy, and when things are going smoothly and when we feel like we're in alignment with our purpose. And yeah, we can use the word joy and it fits and it's great, but for our purposes for this month, for this exploration of joy, it's a little deeper than that. It's a choice. It's a connection to the energy of the universe at all times. So when you're sad and upset and crying and angry, if you still have an awareness that you are connected to the universe, then you are still in that space of joy. And how do you get to that space of joy? And how do you get to that awareness or that focus on the energy of the universe? Is through by loving it, by love. That is our connection. That is always our connection. When we love something, we have an instant connection to it. So by loving the energy of the universe, by being aware that we are connected to the universe, and opening our hearts to loving that energy. It's not hard, really, if you think about it. If you take a moment to focus on all that is, on the universe, on whatever you want to call it, on source, on love is another word for it. If you take a moment to really connect with that love just naturally rises up in you. You don't have to try. You can't try. You can't force love. So again, it comes to choosing. It comes to choosing to place your focus and your awareness on the fact that whatever is going on in your life, you are connected to the source of all that is and to the love of the universe. And that's where joy comes in. And listen, it's not easy. I'm not going to say it's easy. It's not easy to always remember who we are and where we come from, because we live in a world of powerful sensations and intense stories, and those stories really draw us in so that we forget that we are not just those stories. So yeah, it's not easy. I'm not going to say it's easy. And that's why I say that it's a choice. You can choose where to place your focus. I mean, it's going to stray for sure. You're going to lose track. We all do. I don't know how any of us can live in this world and not get distracted. It's a damn good illusion. That's what I like to say. Somebody was just asking me about whether I thought the universe was an illusion. And we're going to get into that another day, but yeah, there's a lot of distractions. So remembering, moments like this where we pull a card, when we are centered on opening ourselves up to joy, and we pull a card and this card comes up that shows us exactly how to get into that state of joy. It couldn't have been a more perfect card. When I first picked it, I didn't see the connection right away. And I think that's one of the amazing things about trusting what the universe is giving you in all ways. Always and in all ways. And it just was perfect, the crystal and the card and the connection to joy. So I'm going to leave you with that thought, that choice to choose joy. And if you want to win joy, and you're not already on my mailing list, any of the mailing lists, Layering Light, Simbaya, Song of Stones, those are all my communities. And the universe is showing me how deeply connected each of those communities are. And if you want to know more about winning joy and all the wonderful stuff that's going on, Joy shared Crystal Blessing and Crystal Moon Message, and I'm happy to talk to you guys all about what those are another time, because I don't want to take the focus away from this beautiful moment. Get in touch with me. Send me some love if you are liking what you're seeing here. And I will see you this month with lots of joy.